Yeah, well, we can start
I'll
there.
introduce myself, I'll introduce herself.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know the camera was on. My name's George, George Window from Toledo. I work at the Jeep factory. These are some of my friends from Jeep in Toledo, Ohio.
I'm Cal Buckmaster, I'm also from Jeep. These gentlemen I've met over a period of years, having meetings and getting together and talking about some of the issues that are important to us and our local, and become pretty good friends. And that's it.
My name's Paul Wolfarth. I worked at the Jeep plant. I'm retired 1 year now. I spent 31 years in the plant, and I'm glad to be retired.
My name is James Hens, also from Toledo Jeep. 24 and a half years, been retired for 3 months now, which are very great.
We work hard at the Jeep plant. We've won efficiency awards where we were rated, what was it, in 06 or 07, we were rated the most efficient manufacturing plant in North America. And so I beg to differ with these non-union plants when they say we're lazy but we were the most efficient plant. And so I don't feel that in the country the mood against unions is I don't know where these people are where they're getting this thinking, because it affects them if we take these pay cuts and lower wages and with all this hysteria directed against us. I mean, it affects them. It moves up the food chain sooner or later. I think they're going to find. We're finding that in Toledo now with the layoffs at the automotive plants and the manufacturing plants. There's been less tax revenue coming into the cities, and now they're talking of laying off 75 police officers in the Toledo area, and they were trying to get them to take a pay cut, but they don't seem to think they will. They're not receptive to that idea, so they're going to lay off 75 officers, and this is in direct result of the loss of manufacturing jobs in the Northwest Ohio region. And and a lot of these people work for government, teachers and firemen, police officers. They drive foreign cars, and they don't see the relationship between having their fellow workers we're buying local, or keeping the Midwest manufacturing going, and the loss of their jobs. They always thought it was going to be with these trade agreements that were passed. They always thought that we were going to be, it's just going to be the factory workers. It's not going to affect me. Well, we're finding that's not true now. It's moving up the food chain, and their demand with competition from dollar an hour auto workers in China. There's going to be a wholesale reduction in the standard of living in the United States. That's what I think.
Nothing is too difficult for those who don't have to do the work. And so that's the way they look at the situation now in the auto industry. Nothing is too difficult for those who don't have to give up 1 penny of their pay. The people in Congress that don't give up 1 penny of their pay, that their pensions are not in jeopardy. Oh yes, we've got to pay the damage that the managers have done in the auto industry. And if we take concessions, where's that money going to go? Is that going to lower the price of the vehicle $1? Does the price come down $1? No. Does that mean they have enough money to make these magic electric cars or whatever cars they want? No. It means somebody gets a bonus off of my cut in pay. Some big shot manager, Nardelli, or whoever, is going to get $1 million or $2 million or $3 million bonus because we took a pay cut, and that's what happened to the folks at Delphi, and that's what it's all about. These pay cuts for the auto workers, we don't have if we worked for free, if we all were just slaves and they gave us a handful of rice a day, they still couldn't make a profit. But the guys, the managers, they're going to walk home with big bonuses, aren't they? That's what this is all about. That's why they want these concessions for us. We don't have enough people in the automobile industry these days. You want to compare it to the 70s, we have like maybe, I don't know, 20, not even 20% of the people we had in the 70s. At Jeep, In 1999, we had 6,000 workers. Now we have less than 1,300.
Do you think that the union has not lived up to its responsibility in terms of these lines of demarcation to stand up for the worker, to say, no, there's got to be places where we draw the line?
Now I'm just going to tell you some facts. We've had sexual discrimination or sexual harassment cases at Jeep. Something that should never have happened, but only happened because the union guy and the company guy, both males, conspired against females to sexually exploit them. So you figure that out. The union's supposed to protect every member, whether you're male, female, whatever. They have to defend you. That's their job. We wouldn't have these sexual harassment cases at Jeep and the huge legal settlements, $300,000 or whatever it is, against the union if the union was doing its job. So this is getting serious. And we have a joke at Jeep. We say the U.A.W. is the best union money can buy. And it's sad, but true. I support the union. I believe in the union. I was, the day I got my union card was one of the proudest days of my life. And to see what's happened with this union over my 30-year career, it makes a grown man cry, really. Because the U.A.W. used to be a tough, strong, and powerful union. It's nothing but a lapdog of the industry right now. They're not going to fight for anything. They'll fight for their own benefits, their own packages. But us, it's all negotiable.
On that note, I worked in the I.B.E.W. for 17 years before coming to the U.A.W. And the very first thing we did as a union member, we stood up in our union meeting and we swore the oath to our I.B.E.W. membership. The U.A.W. has it in their constitution, has never done it, and I brought it up at many union meetings, and nothing has ever transpired. There is no solidarity. We need to get new members in and feel that they're part of the system and part of the solution. Myself, I've never run for any major office. In the last 10 years, I did when I first hired in before I realized what exact situation is, because I feel I can do more good for the union, not being a puppet, somebody that is elected in and then falls into this type of bureaucracy. We've done a lot. We've actually got skilled trades meetings going now. They used to hate to see me come to union meetings because of what's your question now? But my always questions were basically, why aren't we doing what we're supposed to be doing? Having bylaws meetings, representing the individuals. We need to speak up. We need to invite people in. We need to do more than just give away jackets to the people that do come to union meetings, because that's their reward. We need to actually have them feel a part of the union. We need them to be a part of the union, and we need some solidarity. Go ahead.
There's a little bit of fear now. People are afraid to speak out, and they're afraid of our retaliation by the management / union, and you can't. And so I think that there's no. The membership feels they just stay away from even meetings. We've had union meetings. They can't even hold the meetings. They don't have enough people anymore. They don't even show up because that's. What's the use? That's the attitude. A lot of the people, the members